Hello, my name is Michael O'Keefe, aka The Movie Wist. If you enjoy this interview and want to hear more top-notch film industry conversations, please press the thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell to stay in the know. Hello, George Hardy. Before we talk about your acting career, may you tell me how your life has changed because of coronavirus?
Oh my gosh, what a question is that? Oh, wow, how has my life changed? Well, I don't know whether the listening audience would know this or not, but I'm a general dentist, so we've had to make a lot of changes at the office, but it's a little bit more relaxed than when we first started back. I took 2 months off. That was pretty much a nationwide mandate from the American Dental Association. So from March the 20th through May the 20th, pretty much I didn't see any patients. So that's one thing, and now we're back with, wearing a little bit more protective equipment and being more cautious, of course. But not only that, but just I haven't eaten inside of a restaurant yet. Where I am in Alabama, it's still fairly warm, so I'm still eating outside. In fact, I just dined outside tonight, and so yeah. So I don't know, it's a crazy world out there. We're just trying my best to, trying all of our best to stay safe, of course, yeah.
All right. So, that's true. A lot of people might not know that you're a dentist, but tell my audience about why they might enjoy your new movie, Sist.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, I'm in a new film called Cyst, directed and written by Tyler Russell from Austin, Texas, of which I've been in a few other movies with him that he's written and directed. I played the lead in Texas Cotton, and then I had a cameo in another film called Here Comes Rusty. Both those films were shot in 2015, 17, and then in 19, December, in Maryland, we shot Sist, and I play, believe it or not, as the general dentist, I'm playing a 1960s dermatologist. Get a patent on a machine that, trying to desperately get patented throughout the whole movie, and everything goes haywire in the process.
Lots of fun special effects.
Fantastic. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but there's no computer graphics, which is really fantastic. So what's beautiful about the movie is, if some of the listening audience might remember The Twilight Zone, or Rod Sterling had a series back in the 60s, and this is very Twilight Zone-esque, and it just has a great feel to it, and it's all, you would feel it's filmed in the 60s, and so it's a ride of your life when you watch it, I'll tell you.
How long was the shoot, and more importantly, was it fun?
Absolutely, yeah. My character, Dr. Guy, goes really all over the place, meaning I kind of tell people that when I played the character, three actors came to mind, and that was Gene Wilder and Young Frankenstein, because I'm inventing a machine, of course, to get patented that goes crazy. And then I'd say a little bit of craziness from Jack Nicholson's famous role in The Shining, and then also just kind of the goofy, wild ups and downs of Jim Carrey in The Mask. So yes, I had a lot of fun filming and acting this role.
So Greg Sestero's in the movie, and was that like a meeting of the minds of actors who've been in movies that are known for being horrible?
Yeah, well, Tyler kind of wanted to bring in a few of the old cronies from, all of us that are in So Bad It's Good movies. Of course, me with Troll 2, of which was really great after 30 years, getting to bring Darren Ewing in. Oh my God, Darren Ewing from Arnold from Troll 2. And then, of course, Greg Sestero from The Room. Greg has a little bit of a part. And it was really wonderful to have Greg, who's well known for the disaster art of the book which he wrote, and then James Franco and Seth Rogen, of course, took it over and made it screenplay and then made the movie, award-winning film. And so Greg's fairly well known. A shout out to him now on the new Netflix, The Haunting of Bly Manor. Greg's got a good cameo on that. But yeah, it's really nice to meet him and get to know him, because and for us both to share stories about our history of being in a movie so bad it's good, the Troll 2 in The Room, and we were able to just become good buddies and of course resonate so much on our stories. And look forward to doing more with Greg, I hope, in the future.
Yeah, that'd be great. He's a great guy. I've interviewed him a couple of times too.
Oh, he's a great guy, very bright, articulate, and has a great vocabulary, and so bright, as you know. Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah, the book is really great. People should read the book.
Fantastic. It really is. Yep. Yep.
So what's it like to be revered by fans when you go to screenings of Troll 2?
Yeah. Well, that all came about really more in 2010 when Michael Stevenson, my on-screen son, 17 years later after Troll 2 was made, Michael and I decided to come together and make a documentary, of which the story is told, how it all came about, to share our story with the world of being in one of the worst films ever made. And then how we all kind of became little cult icons from being in this so bad it's good film, of which leads the tributes now coming through to make films like we did with Sist, and also to actually bring Darren Ewing back, which was such an honor to work with him again after 30 years of being in Troll 2 together. But yeah, it just it kind of leads us to wherever we want to go with this now. Just let the sky open up and let's do another one. I'd love to do Troll 2 Part 2, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Would you get Claudio to direct it? Would you like to work with him again?
Well, you ask about COVID, maybe one of these days when things, go a little bit differently, you never know what's going to happen with, who knows? Maybe you're right. Maybe Claudio and Rosella maybe just want to join hands and together again and write a script and direct, and bring some of us old guys back again. I made Troll 2 in 1989, not 2000. 2010 is when we made the documentary, but that was 20 years after. But now we're 31 years out since 1990 when it was released. And so yeah, I'd love to. I stay in touch with Claudio and Rosella, and the language barrier is not quite as bad now with Google Translate, but Claudio does speak a little bit more English than he did back in 1989 when we filmed it in Salt Lake City, or just outside. Yeah.
Do you like other movies by Claudio?
Well, I've seen a few of them. Michael Stevenson, like I said, Michael was in a few others. I understand Alice Cooper is in one of Claudio's films.
Monster Dog.
Yes, Monster Dog. You can watch anything on Apple TV these days. I should just do a voice command to my crazy little thin remote control and ask it to play Monster Dog. I bet it'd do it.
If you download Tubi, it's a free streaming service. Monster Dog is playing there.
I have it.
You have Tubi? Okay. Yeah, it's on Tubi. And you got to see Night Killer.
I'll do it. Those are both some of Claudio's films? I guess I will do that. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Night Killer is amazing. Incredible. Yeah. And
great.
Not quite Troll 2 level, of course. Not just Troll 2.
I'm glad you mentioned about some of Claudio's films. Of course, he's probably made 30 or 40 since 89, one or two a year. But Claudio, there is a real special feel when you watch one of Claudio's films. And of course, Rosella's, I think they're both brilliant. They're really, you would think, I laugh at now, it's a laugh with, and now it's a laugh with joy film. Troll 2 we're talking about, brilliantly thought up. I mean, how would you come up with these ideas the way they did? And Rosella, his wife, I think she's just she's brilliant. She really is. Both of them are, and lovely people. I can't say enough nice things about both of them.
Yeah, you can make fun of their movies, but they really are originals.
They are, and now it's gotten to the point where it's not even so much made fun as looking at a work of art, and hey, it's the joy of watching something so ridiculous that it's like, oh my God, did that just happen? Yeah, I mean, gosh, it is all about that. In fact, we showed Troll 2 and Best Worst Movie. Help me if I'm wrong. Is it the Mayfair Theater in Ottawa?
The Mayfair. Wow.
Sure. I came up to the Mayfair myself. I did. And by the way, would love to come back once we get past all this. And I'd love, if you can make it happen, I'll fly up again to Ottawa and we'll show Sist. Greg and I will both come up,
Oh, that's cool.
Darren. Yeah, get us up there. I really like the Mayfair. I've been to probably over 100 theaters showing Troll 2 for the documentary we made, Best Worst Movie, back in 2010. And because we filmed it in 28 cities, 6 countries, and it took over 3 years to make the documentary. If you watch it, Best Worst Movie, like The Disaster Artist, of course, the book and the film, a movie about a movie. Ours is a documentary about a movie, and beautifully done by Michael Stevenson. And one of my best memories was driving around in Ottawa, and of course, finding out that you guys ice skate to work.
No, we can. Yeah, we can. Yeah. The canal. Yeah.
On the canal right there in downtown Ottawa. But I got to visit your beautiful capital, and it's a great city. It really is beautiful. Love the architecture.
Well, thank you for saying that. It's very nice.
It is.
You got to come back. The Mayfair is temporarily closed right now because of COVID.
But
that would be a blast. I would love to see.
Well, let's make it happen. We'll come
Texas Cotton played at the Mayfair.
Oh, wow. How wonderful. That's great. Well, I had such a joy. Are you tied in with the Mayfair?
When I would get screeners from them.
Yeah.
So I would review stuff, and I review Texas Cotton.
Well, I'll have to read it. I hope you liked it. It was a really fun movie to make, and really, I would say it was a breakout role for me back into acting after all these years. And now for me, but what's true is, and then this is a whole different. This is Sist put me in a whole nother feel of making a film. I can't wait. Have you seen Cyst yet?
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh my God.
You look like you have a lot of fun making it.
Absolutely. Yeah, we really did. Yeah. A lot different than Texas Cotton. Totally different.
Very different. Yeah. When did you become aware that Troll 2 had this cult status?
Well, like I said, if you watch Best Worst Movie, you'll find out that 17 years later, 2006, I got a phone call from some journalist from Furman University, or well-known university in the Southeast, private school, and he was ready to do a radio documentary on it. And I had left Salt Lake City, moved back to Alabama, started my dental practice, got married, had kids. Being the family guy I was, and forgot completely about being in the film. And he says, if you don't believe me, about this film being an underground cult, go to IMDb. It's the #1 worst film ever made in history. Double zeros on Rotten Tomatoes. Well, I didn't even know what IMDb was, nor double zeros on Rotten Tomatoes. And that just, from that phone call on, my life changed. And what I mean by that is, look down at the bottom of the scroll down to the bottom of the forum screen, and I was about to close my eyes and go to sleep, and it said, Troll 2 cast reunion, first time ever on this big screen, in Provo, Utah. And I was 2 days, believe it or not, it must have been fading there. And on the April the 11th, 2006, I read that, and I was flying on a plane on April 13th, got into the airport at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And at 7 o'clock that night, we were showing Troll 2 in downtown Provo. And about 9 o'clock, I saw several cast members I hadn't seen in 17, 18 years, and got tackled by BYU students and had no idea where this thing would go. And now, 30 years out, you find out that it's in 10 countries, translated in 10 languages or whatever. And I since have flown all over the world, from Dubai to, Birmingham, England, to show Troll 2 screenings. And it's just been a fun vacation ride for me, aside from dentistry. Why not? Life's too short. So I've taken the vacations and time away from work. Yeah, I wouldn't call it a vacation, but it was all about making, a documentary too, and just enjoying the whole process.
I love when, because you guys in the documentary, you're kind of on the road, and all the actors are talking about what it was like, and how it was a silly movie, and that they did, but they were good though. And then Claudio joins the road show, and he kind of says, the reason why you were hardly in this movie is because you sucked. How does he compare to other American directors you work with? He seems a lot more temperamental.
Yeah, maybe so. Then I don't know that part of Claudio. He's not. He's pretty. He may have somewhat of a dominant profile. He knows what he wants. He's pretty sure about what he wants, and but very kind-hearted all at the same time. They have he has a strong approach to what he does, and that might be just the encodings from being Italian. But I don't know, because I have not lived in Italy, but he has a very strong ethic of how he wants his films to be, and he takes this work seriously, of course. And I know you would think that Claudio and Rosella were offended by it being one of the worst films ever, but no, I think they have looked at it as a creative form of art, and they could care less. They just made a fun little silly movie and had no idea what would happen to it, like me as well. So now you're interviewing me for my probably thousandth interview, which I don't get tired of. It's just fun. What the heck,
Yeah, of course.
Especially right now, we all need some lightheartedness with COVID. Everybody's kind of, we all go through some depression, of which I'll admit I have too. Who hasn't, but we just got to plow through it. We're all resilient. We can make things work. Let's enjoy watching a bad movie every now and then.
Absolutely.
And then especially watching Sist when it comes out, and Texas Cotton. You guys be sure to watch them all. And then Here Comes Rusty's on its way. And then another film I'm coming out with is called Under Control, or Goblin 2. But Eva Haberman, who plays the nurse in Sist, is the lead actress also in Under Control, which I filmed in Germany in 2015. That was filmed in Baden-Baden. So
was that fun?
Absolutely. It was 8 days for me there, and about 8 scenes. Maybe it's 5 nights. I can't remember, but it was just fantastic to fly over and be a part of the whole process. And and it just was so, really an honor to work with Alex and Eric, who had a part of writing and directing the film, and Eric directed the film Hordes, Hordes, did a wonderful job with it. And he reminded me a lot of Tyler, about the same age. And I just enjoy working with that age group because they're just excited and they want things to just work and be efficient. And I really admire anyone that age, breaking out and doing what they're doing. Age meaning around 30 years old right now for both of them.
Cool. All right. Well, George, thanks for your time. I really appreciate learning more about Troll 2 and what you're up to these days with Cyst and Texas Cotton and everything else.
Yeah.
And I would love to see you back in Ottawa sometime. That'd be lots of fun. Do you have any final words you'd like to leave with?
Just hope that maybe we can, maybe some Americans can follow learn a few things from our brothers and sisters in Canada. It seems like you guys are, I don't know, but it feels like that you guys have, maybe a little bit better there than here in America right now. It's a little bit divided, and I'm hoping that we can, all Americans can all pull back together and come together a little bit better as one than right now. And so that would be my advice: is that we all try to get along. And I think the best thing, my dad, I will say, the last thing I will say this before my dad died at 97 years old, 2 years ago. He always says, when you lose your sense of humor, you lose everything. And he's really right. And he also said, you choose your friends, don't let them choose you. And I thought that was good advice on both parts, but especially don't give up that sense of humor. Watch crazy fun movies like Troll 2 and Sist, and enjoy good movies, and and love one another.
Mm-hmm. I like it. We could all go crazy thinking about current affairs. Watch a Claudio
Absolutely.
Fragasso movie.